Hey everyone, it's Jenny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with Whimsy stamps and this is Key and Pumpkin. So I've decided to make this into a Halloween card. So I've printed the image onto some Express-It blending card using my Brother laser printer, and I will be colouring the image up using Copic markers. So by printing this on the cardstock using my laser printer, it means that it is Copic safe and there will be no bleeding from my Copic markers. So I'm just working my way through the image. I am using YR14, YR16, YR18 and E09 for my pumpkin. So I started by layering down the lightest colour first and then I go darkest to lightest. So I'm just going back in and starting to blend that darkest colour out, and then I'll work my way back down to the lightest marker. Can't believe it is October already. We have celebrated one birthday in our house. We have two more. Between my husband and I, we have 5 children, so 3 of them are October children and 2 of them are February children, which makes it, I don't know if it makes it easier or harder. It doesn't make it easier to remember when everyone's birthdays are, I suppose. Yeah, so October and February are the big months in our house. Alright, I'm now going in and doing the pumpkin mouth. So I'm using T6, T8, T10. And now I'm going in and colouring my kitty. So I'm using T2, T4 and T6 for my kitty. And I'm just working my way through and flicking all of that hair out to try and make him look a little bit fluffy, and then I'll go through and carefully start blending it, but still in a flicking motion so it doesn't blend out too much. I really love the way that this card turned out. Super cute. And of course I've used my favourite Halloween paper pad, which is the Die Cuts with a View Spooky Halloween. I have mentioned in a couple of my recent videos how I'm down to the last few scraps of this paper pad. You will be very happy for me. I found another one in my stash, so that's really exciting for me. It's difficult when you find one of your favourite paper pads and then you get down to the last bits and then you've got to find something else to replace it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm just finishing up. That's the image now all coloured up. I am using some of that patterned paper. I did cut out the centre because I wanted to use the centre on something else. And I've cut some matting from some purple cardstock from my stash and some black American Crafts cardstock. I'm prepping a leftover piece of that black cardstock using my powder tool, and I'm using the Versamark watermark ink and some Ranger Superfine White detail embossing powder. I'm melting that using my heat tool, putting all of my powder away before I knock it over, letting that cool down, and then cleaning off my stamps straight away, trimming that down using my Tim Holtz trimmer. And I've just ran through some of the My Favourite Things birch trees through my Big Shot, just using some of that black American Crafts cardstock. And popping all of those away at the same time. And I'm just going to slide them underneath the image on the right hand side, and I do add one to the left as well. I'm just using my Tombow Mono Multi Liquid Adhesive to adhere those down. How cute is this eyeball paper? It's one of my favourites from this paper pad. Alright, so cutting off the excess bits there, and then I will adhere my image down. I'm just using some Scotch foam tape for the sentiment. I'm just cutting off a little bit of the strip to make it able to fit, and I did adhere that to my card. Popping everything down using my ATG gun, and then I will adhere all of this to a Kucha Creations card base. Using my ATG gun again. And I will decorate the inside of the card as well. I usually just use some of the leftover cardstock. This is the, on the right hand side there, that is the centre that I cut out of the pattern paper pad on the front. I do end up using it on another project. I try to keep as much as I can. I'm just running through some more of those trees, so I'm going to add those to the inside of the card as well. I'm just adhering everything down, cutting off the excess, and then I will adhere that to the center of my card just using the Scotch ATG. And that's my card complete. So I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.